They're like, is that all you got?
Yeah.
So will they eventually eat that?
Oh, yeah.
That's not their favorite?
Oh, yeah.
Montana's looking really good.
Is it apple?
Go ahead.
Eggplant.
Oh, eggplant.
And yams. Red cabbage.
White things they were picking up off the ground earlier. Do like half ration.
Popcorn. Probably popcorn or Cheerios. Yeah. You try and go with real low calorie stuff. Oh, Paul.
I got the big
There you go, see.
Yeah, exactly. I think so. Yeah. You have fun.
Oh, you can pick it up.
Pretty amazing, huh?
Hello, bye. Somebody help me at the top.
Oh.
That was a big high five.
He's a beggar. That he doesn't like. Just so you know.
Yeah.
I'm out of maters, bud.
Laura, what time did you need the help?
No, he's not into it anymore. He's like, you're faking me out.
Now.
Oh, look, he lost it off.
See how he just froze her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't coming over there. Yeah.
Which
I didn't
girls
really want
generally
that.
won't do that. So you see that big secondary sexual characteristic, those forearms full of hair, and that's his little, his little hand washing station. That's where he washes off the food, dusts it off, and very natural gorilla behavior. You see it in the wild quite a bit, and you'll see the girls mimic it every once in a while, but obviously they don't have the same hair, so they can't do it. And now what's really fun is we have two babies in the other group, two little babies, two little 2-year-olds, and they try and do it.
Oh, we'll be up there in a couple minutes.
He weighs about 425, 435 pounds.
Wow. That's a big boy.
He's a big boy. He's pretty impressive when you get real close to him.
Solid, huh? Yeah. These guys don't have pouches like, no. They just went right down the hat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no pouches.
They're just going to dirty. They don't need to step the pouches and run. Not much is going to make them run.
No. So it's the only one of the great apes that does not build a nest off the ground at night, because they don't have any natural predators other than man. So there's no real need for them to hide from anything.
Okay, I'll be there in a minute. They do it like every night, but yeah. 12 and 1.
Sometimes it sounds like somebody going, help! Yeah, help! Oh, there he is.
Hi, handsome.
That's my boy.
Oh, wow, that's a fun muscle free.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, he's the coolest thing. And he's still young. He's only about 19.
Okay.
Comic one isn't in today.
So he's
Thank you.
he's full grown. This is as big as he's probably going to get. He'll get a little rounder.
Wow.
But as far as the density, his shoulders, his legs, and all that, he's that's as big as he's going to get. But he's still a little playful because he's young, which is good because these girls are young. So he still runs around with them and plays around with them, but he has a lot of fun playing with us too. And he loves, especially during the summer, water fights are his favorite thing. And you take the hose, you spray him with the hose, and you fill up his little buckets, and he's got all these buckets and tubs and pools and things in his bedroom, and he pushes them up to you, and then just starts unloading water on you. And he just really has a lot of fun with it. And it's funny because gorillas are so stoic, and they really don't give you a whole lot of emotion. And especially upon first getting to know them or meeting them, it's kind of off-putting because you're like, well, okay, he just doesn't even care for me. He's very indifferent. But once you get to know them and get to see how subtle they are, it's really quite deep. They get really, really deep. Like the way they connect with us is pretty impressive. The 5-year-old downstairs, Mandazi, is right at that age where rough and tumble play is his favorite thing. And if he can't get his dad to play, and if he can't get his little baby brothers to play, he solicits it from us.
Yeah.
He just loves it. And apes, all great apes laugh. They have the ability to giggle and kind of chortle and laugh. Yeah, and so it's pretty funny because they will actually open their mouths and go through the whole thing. Yeah, it's
cool.
Pretty cute, especially the babies. It's really cute. But this is what gorillas do. I mean, they eat constantly all day. They have very low quality food. You know, they're herbivores. They're actually strict herbivores. They will eat fruit if they can. You know, they obviously try and get a hold of fruit and things like that. But in general, they're going to eat mostly leafy material, green leafy material. That's what's healthiest for them. So when you look at a gorilla in its native habitat, it's basically living in its food source. So everything around it is potentially a food source. So they'll actually manage their own home range. They'll eat certain plants only to a certain extent so that they can maintain it. You know, they're kind of like agriculturalists as they work through it, especially mountain gorillas where they have really favorable foods and things like that. But they have a very low activity pattern. You know, they tend to be pretty sedate animals. They're not groomers, so in most primate species, the commodity for developing relationships is through grooming. And gorillas don't groom. And so it lends people to kind of assume, like we hear it a lot here, oh God, your gorillas look so bored. And it's like, trust me, they have plenty of things to do. They choose not to. You know, this is what they do. They eat, they sleep, they eat, they sleep. So in the morning they're real fired up, and these girls will have about 2 or 3 bouts throughout the day where they're kind of chasing each other around and really goofing around and having a good time. Unless one of them is, of course, interested in breeding. And then it's a full-blown circus.
How cute he's sitting.
And there's only a good part to that lettuce. He has to break through to it. As you can tell, there's only one good part to it. That's it. The rest of it's all a waste of time.
Is he sitting Indian style?
Yep, they cross their legs.
They do?
It's about as cute as it gets. You have something that big sitting there crossing his legs.
Oh my gosh.
I know, Angie, it's nothing good. So you see she's got a little limp. She broke her leg when she was a little one. And she's always kind of carried